Hello guys, welcome to the second video tutorial on the final project on jQuery, and in this video we will proceed with the project. So the first thing I want you guys to do is the MySQL database that we have to create for the users to send the form values. So the first thing we have to do is go to, if you don't have the XAMPP control panel or the XAMPP application, if you have it, run it. Okay, run Apache and MySQL. If you don't have it, go to XAMPP and download it. Okay, and then you can start your Apache and MySQL, and then go to your browser and type localhost and PHP myadmin. Now, let's create a new database and let's call it final project. Create. Now, let's call this users. And the number of fields is going to be, so we have the ID, name, email, and password. So 4. Execute. So now in here, the first thing I'm going to type is ID. This second one is name. And where are the others? Okay, so we're still missing some fields here. Okay, so let's proceed. Just ID and name, and then we will put the email and password. So values, maximum limit of ID, let's type 5, and name, let's type 30, integer, and here various characters, if you don't know what this means. Auto increment ID, primary key, and that's it. Okay, save, and hopefully we'll have, yeah, that's it. Perfect. So what I want to do now is to put some more fields in there. So add 2 more fields at the end of the table. Execute. 2 more fields. Okay, so this is going to be password, or sorry, email. And here let's type varchar. The size, let's type 50. And we don't need anything else. And here we type password. This is varchar as well. Here we can type 50 as well. And I think that's it. We don't need anything else as well. Save. And hopefully there it is. Okay, so we now have the ID field. Okay, so for each different user that registers, we will have a different ID for him. Okay, the name field to store the names, email to store the emails, and password to store their passwords. Okay, so we are done with the MySQL table. Is ready. It's called final project, the database. So what I want you guys to do now is to go to download the jQuery UI that we will need to use in this project. So jQueryui.com, go to their web page, and we will need to download their package. So click download section, and here it is. You can choose all those checkbox because we will need all of these. You can choose what is your by default theme. I'm gonna leave that like that. UI lightness, my theme, and you can choose either 1.7.3 or 1.8.7. I'm gonna choose 1.8.16. Download, and there it is. I'm downloaded now. And what I'm gonna do is just straight away open my htdocs shortcut to htdocs directory. This is your server, and I just downloaded the jQuery UI package here. Let's open that, and what I'm going to do is, this is what is inside. I'm going to take all these files and paste them into a new directory here that I'm going to call the final project. Okay, so let's take these files, grab them, and put them in the final project. And I'm gonna still do create another directory inside final project called jQuery UI to store all these files, and then we can access the CSS and the JS in our HTML from our HTML file. So this is a little bit slow now because I have some more stuff open right now running in my computer. So let's create a new directory and call this jQuery UI. What I'm going to do, and I want you guys to do, is to grab all those files that we downloaded and put them inside here. Okay, perfect. So now we have our jQuery UI library here ready, and this is where we're going to put all our PHP files and our HTML or .js files from our project. So let's start and create our HTML file, index HTML file. This is the first file that we will create. So open your Notepad++. And we will create a new file called okay, so we will create a new file called index.html or .php. So, but first of all, let's just create the first HTML tags. It's going to be our home page, and head, close head. Let's create the body and close body. Okay, now let's save this, save as, and where I want you guys to save this is in your final project here, final project directory, and call this index.php. Okay. So the first thing I want you guys to do is inside the head tags, we will have to reference all the jQuery .js files from the jQuery directory or the library jQuery UI. Okay, so the first thing I want you guys to do is to link and link type equals text.css and href to the CSS file, which is in the jQuery UI /css/UE or UI, sorry, light lightness, yeah, that's it, slash jQuery UI 1.8.15 dot custom dot css rel equals style sheet. And here, let's close this. Okay, so to make sure that this is the correct path to the jQuery UI custom.css, let's just go here, jQuery UI, and then CSS, and there it is, UI lightness. This is our theme by default, and there it is, jQuery UI 16. It's not 15. Okay, so we have to go in here, and instead of 15, 16. Okay, save that. Let's return back. Now in here, what I want you guys to type is script type equals text JavaScript src equals to jQuery, again another file from the library, jQuery UI /js /jQuery (1.6.2) and .min.js script. So let me see if the version is correct as well, because I think I had the my jQuery UI is a little bit old. So .js, and there it is, 1.6.2. Okay, it's correct. Now down here, let's make reference to the other file, which is text, which is the jQuery 1.8.16 custom.js. So here, JavaScript src equals to jQuery, and that file was in the same path, so jQuery 1.8.16 point custom dot js or min.js, custom.min.js. That's it. And now finally edit script. Okay, so we are done with that, and let's go to the body section and start doing start creating the div where the form is going to be held. So this is going to be div, and let's type here container, div id equals container. Let's close this div. Inside a container, we will start creating the form, but I'm going to leave that for the next video. Okay, so see you in the next video. Bye.